Somebody's been cleaning. Dad and Mom must have cleaned the office. Wow, that's nice. So I've been working on getting tile software figured out and updated. And I currently have the technicians running the computer. That's kind of creepy. But also very nice that they can do it instead of walking me through it. Someone's in there hijacking your computer.
Why?
I don't know, I let them in. Tile software updates.
Well, they're doing it?
Well, I guess so. What are you working on?
Diamond plate beautification.
What are you doing for diamond plate?
Doing the door.
Let's see
there.
What we're making.
The so-called small man's closet, where we put salesmen that we don't like.
Yep, no soliciting. Grandpa's cat food bags don't meet your standards.
There's got to be a better way.
That's what happens when you try to recycle. So this is all the diamond plate that we use to finish in Dad's office and in the bathroom shower and everything. And Dad tried to make a shelf.
Oh, don't.
With our aluminum welder. Look at this.
Let's take it away. It's tough to weld such little thin stuff with a big welder. Never do I say that there's sometimes too big. Just a reminder.
I've never found anything too big.
The welder on aluminum, it's too big.
So you guys remember that video that Dad took the Combine Snoot on the corn head and rammed it into the fence line and totally destroyed the end snoot? I get to fix that now, it's all bent. We replaced the snoot, but the, I think, $800 steel bracket got bent. I'm planning on using this to jam in the end roll that you bent on that corn head and trying to bend it back straight.
Bobcat?
Yep. Something's making some weird sounds. Am I doing it right?
Sure looks like it.
So what we're doing with the corn head is we're actually flipping the chains from side to side to allow for even wear. And we found some out bearings that are going shut. How's it going over here? We're still working on this and now it's 3:30 instead of 10:30.
Struggle bus showed up for a while and I had to try to get off, but it wouldn't let me off. And it took my vocabulary too, again.
That's normal for you though.
Fat tongue. Oh boy. Yeah? We got a big beam.
We're looking for a way of wiring more outlets in the wall.
We could get there somehow.
So that's the only outlet on this wall here. And we want to possibly move this fridge over somewhere else.
And then a cabinet here with glass door.
For dust?
For dust. And a place for John Deere to come and put their parts, small stuff of course.
Are you confused?
And take that. I've got so many things going through my... So excited.
We got a lot of exciting things happening right now. Dead planter marker that's all bent to pieces. Truck with more froze up brakes on it than ones that are spinning, but he can't make it up into the shop. We're getting this into the shop for making a parts list. So now I'm gonna go and unhook this track grain cart that we just got back from J&M all fixed up, ready to go. And we're gonna go put that in the other shed in cold storage till she's all serviced and ready to go. And look at this. Look at how dirty I got that floor the other day. Boy, when Dougo sees that. Didn't Dougo leave the key? Give you the key? Didn't he give you the key?
I don't know the keys.
Well, you never know with all the creepy YouTubers. So we're not parking this one over at the neighbors that we rent, just because I think this one's taller, and definitely there's more snowpack that we're not going to be able to probably get in that shed. That's why we're parking it in our shed here. This shed is 175 by 75 dimension. Trying to get it packed in here as tight as we can, but yet get the planters out is the challenge. We can get the planter out. We didn't hit the unload auger. Trying to get more stuff in to work on, but the snow hasn't been removed the best, so that ain't gonna work out. Oh, what a mess. And our baskets are severely buried. I don't think this is gonna work. What?
It's a prindle.
What's a prindle?
You know, like your park, reverse, drive, neutral.
Oh, that thing is up here.
That ain't it.
It's up here.
There we go.
I'm scared. You're gonna drive these this spring?
I don't even know where I am.
Okay, forward. Don't back up. There you go.
Keep your hands inside.
Yeah, this is the first time green blood turns red.
If it's red, leave it in the shed.
Until you're in the mud, and then you'll see how great this machine is.
They're always this rough, or?
On the frozen ground, they're a little bumpy. You're really gonna like this piece of junk. Pro 700, that's gotta be the worst thing I hate. I hate that about Case. So I've come to get the Bobcat to try to push some snow so we can get the hitch of the tractor a little lower and maybe get in there at a better angle. Hopefully. Got a new guy driving quad track around the yard to play with it, learn how to run it, feel comfortable with it a bit. There he is. So we're gonna move a little snow. Hopefully we don't wreck nothing. Let's see if he can move it at all. I didn't put the jack up because I don't know if this is going to work, because I don't want to bend anything. That's looking like it's going to come out. Yeah, it's working good. Oh man, you gotta love Minnesota. Carrying a bit of weight with. Okay, I think we did it without wrecking anything. Get that jack picked up. Off to the shop we go. This is called the pliers. And this is why I carry one. I use it all the time. So that Salford there, we use it mainly in the springtime just to dry out ground. If it's wet, we dry it out with that. It opens it up. Seems to work pretty good. Some people use it in the fall. It only goes about 2 inches in the ground. We like it for the spring and pretty much spring only. If we have some lighter ground, we might use it, but it just don't really go in the ground to get much black dirt thrown up in the air to cover up all the trash. So I'm just moving some snow so we have a place to park it when it's done. Hopefully it don't snow more. Thing we don't raise hogs anymore, or we'd have to get up that feeder and move all this snow. So pretty much all of this stuff here has been serviced, pretty much. Actually everything here has been serviced except for this disc, but that really don't ever get serviced. We just use that to hit drowned out spots sometimes and grove sites, stuff like that. Really don't get used very much. So I'm done, heading back to the shop. So we've also been working on this other corn head some more. And the rollers here are extremely uneven. So what we're actually doing is flip-flopping. This chain's going on that side, this chain's going on that side. Same with the rollers, we're flipping them upside down so that they wear and hook. And what I mean by hook is, you can kind of see that hook there. Flipped it around so that it runs the other way and creates the hook on the other side, hopefully allowing for it to last longer, is the theory. We are kind of getting to the end of the life on these things. They're pretty shocked, in all honesty, but it's very expensive. I have not gotten the price of what the update conversion, because apparently on the 612 they have an update kit where this turns into a cast iron piece. I think you get both new sprockets, and they possibly slow the row down or slow the gathering chains down, is what I've heard. I don't know, but it's that scared the hell out of me. It was just a 55-gallon drum. Let me regroup. So that, I believe that kit is either $500 or $700 a row to update it, which times 12 row head, you can do the math, but it's very expensive. So we're gonna try this as long as possible. I do have some of these little sprockets here that I gotta put a new bearing in because the bearing is dry and possibly even completely out. So definitely gotta do that. And actually I should get off the camera and get on the phone and see what parts we got. We just pulled this thing in, the sulfured in. You've seen that, so we're gonna clean some dirt off of it, I think, probably, and check. All these bearings are somewhat noted to fail. Gotta check them all, grease it, make sure there's nothing obviously wrong with it. And as soon as Dougo gets here, I'm gonna have him tell you how this thing got bent in a circle. But yeah, it's kinked pretty good in multiple locations. And this is from our DB60 36 row 20-inch planner. And it's no longer straight anymore. It was a unfortunate event. It occurred. So I know you guys didn't get to watch much what they did to this, or really not much of anything, but basically it was just a grease. They tightened some wheel bearings, tightened some walking tandem bearings, checked over some stuff. We do have some loose bearings beginning on some of these coulters, but since they're straight blades, we're not too worried about it. They'll run. We don't use this thing very much, so this is going to be field ready. We're just going to call her good. We have updated all of these concave discs that run at an angle to a more type of cone bearing. They used to be just a roller bearing. They did not hold up at all. That's how it came from the factory. They came out with an update kit to go to a cone bearing, like a wheel bearing style. That fixed that problem. We should maybe do it to all the back coulters, but it's a lot of work and money, so we're not going to do that until we absolutely have to. I think we can make it another year, maybe 2, without doing that. But otherwise, this thing is ready to go. We'll see how much it gets used this spring, and time to get the next piece of equipment in, it looks like. So I finally have tracked him down, and we're gonna investigate his story.
Not the story.
What are you doing?
Well,
wiring?
I need another plug in here.
All right. About this marker here, and he was the operator that ended its life.
It was a good day that went bad quickly.
Really quickly.
I don't know if I can talk about it yet. It still hurts so bad.
It was quite a remarkable story, actually.
I was that close from missing it. Should I tell him?
Yeah, what happened?
I was doing headlands. Some people call them end rows.
Point rows.
Okay, headlands. 2 years now I've ran without markers at all, so that's...
Without using them.
That's excuse number 1. And usually you don't run the marker second pass down on the headlands either, which we were farming the farm 2 different directions, so I actually did have it down. And having trouble with the auto steer, that's why I had it down, because the seat switch quit. Well, I was talking to that brother-in-law of his.
Sounds like excuses.
And he says, put a jumper wire in the seat switch. So I had done that, and I was so happy. We were going again, planting. We were sending it until I forgot the marker down, and I turned around and I looked out the side window halfway through the turn, seen the road ditch grass just like there was maybe 100 rooster pheasants in the ditch. The whole ditch grass was just moving. And then I knew, oh geez, the marker's down.
So then this couldn't be in a more perfect spot, because that's right where the shop truck, service truck, and seed tender were sitting.
Yes, it was. So as I'm applying brakes and raising marker, the marker caught by about an inch. So I was 1 inch from missing everything. But then she hooked the tire, slid under the running board of the shop truck, and that was game over.
Well, that's when said kinkage happened, and warpage of everything, and bent pipes, and so then you unhooked it and just let it sit there.
Well, the only good thing was that all the shop tools were right in the shop truck. So I was literally 20 feet away. I just took her off, threw it in the ditch, and continued on.
Yeah, so now we have a parts list. We're going to put it back on, and hopefully next year we don't do the same thing. But the funniest thing, or saddest thing, is if that shop truck wasn't there, it would have just gone.
I'd have gotten away with it.
He would have seen the grass, he would have raised the marker, and nothing would have bad happened.
It was all against me.
It was a long chain of unfortunate events.
Very well worded.
Yeah. I like that saying, because that's how everything develops. That's how steering wheels get ripped off. And
that's another bad deal.
Well, yeah, I hope you enjoy this story, and I'll probably have a video of putting it back on, the new one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope things like this don't happen this spring, but you never know, so you got to stay tuned. Subscribe, thumbs up. See you later. We're going home.